Hey guys, what's up? It's Eli Knight with Knight Jiu-Jitsu, and I'm here with my good friend Jamie Kilstein. He's about to do a seminar. We're here at 10th Planet, Huntsville, Alabama, and I'm really excited because he and Drew Weatherhead are going to do a tandem seminar. But beforehand, I got him to jump on this channel to show a technique video. I asked him if he would show something like self-defense oriented, because I like to do that from time to time on this channel, obviously. So this is what he came to me with, and I think it's awesome.
Great. This is called the Berimbolo. Just kidding. So for self-defense, the first thing I want you guys to think about is a concept. If you are doing a martial art, if you're at a martial arts school, and you don't get to spar, you don't get to practice the techniques in a live way, quit. You don't want to be at that school. You want to go to a school where you can test the techniques. Now, that is scarier. It's a lot scarier, but what you need to know is the first part of self-defense is learning how to get your ass kicked, right? So if you go to a school, a jiu-jitsu school, an MMA school, a boxing school, places where they're practicing the technique in a live fashion, even if, one, it's not going to be bad. You're not going to get pummeled or anything like that. But even if, let's say we're boxing, and I've never sparred before, and let's say every time he throws a jab, I get hit or whatever. My instinct, your instinct as a human, is to run away. When trouble is coming, if I see him doing this, I want to get out of there immediately. So what do? We go like this, we start to turn our back, we try to get away from danger. Anyone who's trained in a fight knows this is the worst thing I can do. This makes me vulnerable. He can grab me, he can punch me in the back of my head. I'm literally crumbling to the ground. When we start to box, when we start to do jiu-jitsu, even if every day you're going, I'm getting my ass kicked every day, what you need to know is you're actually becoming more comfortable in a dangerous situation that our body's not used to, and that's the first key to self-defense. The first key to self-defense is if he's throwing punches, even if I don't know what I'm doing, even if I'm just covering, this is better than this, right? If he grabs me, the idea of me freaking out, going into fight and flight, my adrenaline drops, I don't know what to do, is much worse than he grabs me. And even if I'm in a bad position, I've been here before. So I highly recommend training some form of jiu-jitsu, mixed martial arts, boxing, Muay Thai, something where you are put in scary situations so that if it happens in the street, psychologically, you're prepared for that. So that's kind of like my first preachy spiel. A move, you guys can fast forward all that stuff. Here's the move. Is I want to show you how to use half of a Thai clinch in a self-defense situation. So anyone who's familiar with the Muay Thai clinch, it's a way that you can control someone's head, break down their posture so that they can't posture up and start throwing shots at you. I do this on bigger guys, way bigger guys all the time. Most people are bigger than me. Shout out to my vegans. But it works. It works if you do it right technically. If I'm just grabbing his head like this, he can posture out right away. So I want to use as many points of contact on his body to hold him down and to not exert all of my energy. So the first thing I'm going to do is my elbow is going to be right here, right? Like where his like chest and shoulder connect. I'm sure there's a technical word for it. Right here is where it's going. From here, my forearm traces his neck, and then the palm of my hand is going to grip the top of his head. I like grabbing the top of his head, not here. So I have 3 real points of control. I have my elbow here, forearm, head. Then I'm going to do the same with my other hand, elbow, forearm, head, right? And really, I should be able to, if he starts lifting, I should be able to still keep this conversation going without feeling like I'm stressing out. The key is I'm keeping his forehead attached to me, right? So that's a really good move for self-defense. But how are we going to do it? Doing it with half. The way I'm going to do it with half is this. No matter how good my wrestling is, if Eli shoots on me and I'm at a bar, I don't want to go into a full sprawl. Why? Because his friend could come up, I'm on the ground. I don't want to go to the ground. No matter how good I am at jiu-jitsu, I want to avoid that. So even if I do a full sprawl, right, I'm still on the ground. So if his homie comes up from behind me and just goes, he said Dave Matthews was the best band, and like kicks me in the back of my head, I'm in trouble. So what I'm gonna do is I still have to get my hips away from him, right? So, but instead of going all the way to the ground, as he shoots, I still get my hips away, but the frame I'm gonna use is that half Thai clinch frame. which is gnarly. Like if he goes, I'm gonna like hit him a bit. So if he goes for it and you shoot it, you have a ton of control here. Literally just with the one hand, you can turn and start to drop them and post away. For jiu-jitsu people watching, it's the same frame we use here, which is strong. So if he's trying to pass or if he's coming straight at me, this frame keeps him away. So it's the exact same thing. What I don't want to do is keep my body here. If I keep my body here and I just do the frame, he still has my legs, right? So I use this post against him. This post is going to help me get my hips back, so when he shoots, here. So this frame's still strong, and then you have knees, elbows, you can turn, boom, hit, back up, get away, right?
You mentioned something important too, because it's not like I'm going to take, probably in a self-defense situation, an unskilled opponent that's just trying to tackle you on the street is probably not going to hit a real super technical double or single leg.
Drop down.
Yeah, this is going to be more of like a wing kind of ugly tackle. Yeah. Come in, try to grab him, bear hug, take him down or something like that.
I call it the bro tackle. Yeah, it's a lot of that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's awesome, guys. This frame is very strong, like he was talking about. That tie clinch is perfectly designed for that. And he mentioned something really important too while he was talking about it kind of stress inoculation. I think for self-defense purposes, your training, the biggest benefit that you can get from it is that kind of stress inoculation. So you're getting used to being in those stressful environments, those physical kind of conflicts, in a controlled environment that's going to kind of lower that down if you have to be in a higher stakes situation. So I really appreciate it, Jamie. Awesome. Yeah. Check out Jamie Kilstein. Where can they find you?
Yeah, so I have a jiu-jitsu podcast called Rear Naked Radio that I co-host with Drew Weatherhead. You can check that out. I host a daily podcast on mental health, comedy stuff called Jamie Kilstein Podcast. I'm off Twitter because that shit's toxic. So follow me on Instagram where I post pictures of dogs at the Jamie Kilstein. And jiu-jitsu stuff. There's jiu-jitsu stuff.
Awesome. I appreciate it, Jamie. And keep watching Night Jiu-Jitsu too, guys. Thank you.